Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
Wait, what? Mr. Scratch.
Use the clicker.
Friends will meet him when you're gone. So, you have a decoy? I'm supposed to die here? Telephone pole, shopping cart, phone, bird, barrel, bird. I like how this is... We have gone full on textual in here. Sure thing, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, I can make things real by examining them. That's cool. Let's get a telephone pole there. Nice. Oh, path, yes.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't...
You don't love
Focus,
me.
Alan.
How could you when you don't even love yourself? All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened. You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me
Sane
go.
Barbara.
I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help
So
you
much
find your
storyline.
masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back
Nice,
wrong.
Vaden.
Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas! Put it down!
My heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out.
Ah!
Take you back to the depths you came from.
Hold on. Is she filled with darkness? Or did he fill her with darkness? Because that did not sound good. Because he sounded kind of creepy. Your heart is filled with darkness. I will cut it out.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice! Alice! I'm coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
Stay a while. Stay forever. I don't know what those emotes are, Joe. I'm gonna have to see that in a moment. Oh god, story time.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Clicker right in the heart. Is this it? I mean, it's been 2 hours. This is way too short for an episode. I might have said, I'm nearly 40. Nice.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong.
He's writing his own death.
There's
Is that
a
it?
long journey through the night back into the light. Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Are you unwriting everything? Years passed. Is he going back to Zane and Barbara? Still dodging bears and angry union workers? I think this is the ending, actually, Nipple Punish. I think this is the ending of the game. See, that's the wife. Saved. Alan died, and that's the scales. What I'm playing next? Deus Ex, the Game of the Year edition. The first, the original, because I've never played it before. So I've been looking forward to that. We've been having a bit of a discussion about Deus Ex Game of the Year or Revision, but apparently Game of the Year is just, you know, the solid core thing. I know, Nibble Punish. Although, given that Alan Wake was potentially a character in the story to begin with, there's a question of how much he actually... No, does he die? There you go, all the angry union workers, the old rock gods. You're not the one who holds the lamp, and who is that behind you? That makes no sense.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Wait, what? That made no sense. What was that? It's not a lake, it's an ocean, he says in the shadow voice. And then Alan wake up is what his wife says. That made no sense. Sleeping with the fishes. Oh yes. Oh, so this is a finished game then? Standard horror game. Exactly, sir. Standard horror game, man. Everything's wrapped up, and then suddenly... Oh, haha, there's still a little bit of darkness left. How? Explain it. Yep, Nibble Punish, exactly. Seriously, where did that come from? I'm gonna leave it running because maybe there's an after credits bit, but... It was all just a dream? Yeah. No. Hold on. That ending is stupid. He writes everything. I can even get he writes everything, and we see that happening, and then we zoom back to him. So okay, he's written that ending. We've seen that ending. So we go back to his timeline, and then suddenly he's the darkness. It would potentially fit if Tom Zane he told you Mr. Scratch. That's what he said to Alan, right? Who's that? Oh, that's Mr. Scratch. He'll be around when you're gone. So, did Alan Wake change places with Barbara? Did he become the darkness? Is that it? I mean, the expression of it's not a lake, it's an ocean, okay, you know, the darkness is a whole lot bigger than we thought it was, yada yada yada. Am I interrupting the Bowie for you? Okay, I'm gonna put that tweet out there. Ending to hashtag Alan Wake. What's up with the standard horror twist? Cheap shot. There we go. Disgruntled. Posted. You missed like 90% of the game? Oh yeah. What, Tim Curry passed away, you'll be dead inside? Wasn't he struggling with his health, Tim Curry? Ah, tasty. Had a stroke, yeah. See, I remember he was in the news with something going wrong. DLC will somewhat explain this. I don't like those retcons, because that's basically what the DLC is, right? Just getting old in this year has been crappy for losing Legends. Yeah. In all fairness, though, I know that it matters a whole lot to people that they feel sort of very, I don't know, very affected by that. I don't know. To me, in general, it just, you know, that was it. You know, they did things and they're gone now. That's sad, but you know, you still have the things they made. And sure, you know, oh, what if they lived to be 1,000 years and things they could have done? But they've done the things they've done already. I don't know. I mean, it's not as though you know them personally. You know, that's always what I found a little bit odd about that feeling of it. Oh, by the way, once we're through with the credits here, then I'll probably, what I'll do, and this is a little bit weird, I'll stop the stream for a second and I'll boot it right back up. The reason why I'm doing this is that way I get a nice consistent file, name that I can easily then rename later. It's just easier for me to find without having to do video editing. So that's just me being lazy. So what you don't like about vague endings, feels almost as if they want to make it vague to make it easier to make DLC sequels. Yeah, sometimes you have that. That's what I don't like if you have a movie like the big spider invasion and they kill all the spiders and everyone goes, ha. And then after the credits, there's the one little spider that's still creeping away. That's when I'm thinking, ugh, come on. Well, that song that played mute your VOD. Zerk, it'll mute the that part of the Twitch VOD. The rest will stay up. I also locally record it and then upload it to YouTube. So then it depends on what they do. Mostly, the most strikes that I've gotten are people that basically then take away the monetization. Well, whoop-de-doo. You know, I'm gonna miss that 1 cent from YouTube. But I've had one which was, and that wasn't even valid, at public domain music that I made sure was public domain, the classical music that I play. And then some random company claimed to owe the rights to a different performance of the same piece, but then muted the entire VOD. So immediately disputed that, saying this is not that recording, this is a public domain recording. You can find it over there specifically, linked them to it. Still up in the air, but that's the way YouTube goes. Local save, forgot about that. Yeah, it's local saves are so useful. Remedy doesn't want YouTubers to monetize Alan Wake at all. Well, for me, it's not even about the monetization. I don't care about that. It's more about, you know, being able to see the VOD, being able to look things back. You know, where somewhere in the future somebody's asked, hey, have you ever played Alan Wake? I can say, yep, it's all on YouTube. Have a look. In that case, why don't you put the monetization off your video? Look, if it ever comes to get me some money, that'd be nice. Not that it won't, though. In the 2 years that I've been doing this, infrequently posting to YouTube, I think I've earned $3. 3 shiny dollars. Let's go to Remedy. A music copyright holds both claim to vid, causes copyright deadlock. YouTube goes, that'd be funny. What am I going to show the credits for the localizations that you didn't use? Fub, I always wonder that. I get it. They worked on the project, and this is the credits for the project. But yeah, like you're saying, I didn't see those localizations, so it's not like I go replay the game in all the different languages and go, that is a good German translation. Wow, nice. Ah, the Alan Wake specials. Those are the ones I'll be skipping then. We don't do a credit roll for our software. See, Fub, that's where you're missing out. That's why you don't have brand recognition. I have no idea why they have brand recognition. Do you know what I find weird, though, about this ending? In general, it feels rushed. Because all the other episodes have been a solid 3 hours. And this one was 2 hours. Just barely 2 hours. I don't know, content-wise, it feels a little bit shorter than the other episodes. And I was kind of surprised because it wasn't really a boss fight. There was the gauntlet that I had to go through. But then at the end there's the hurricane, and that's it. And that wasn't a hard one at all. There wasn't any different stages that I need to go through. There wasn't any difficult dodging. It was literally just, here's unlimited ammo for your flare gun. Just fire the flare gun into the hurricane 3 times. And then just walk forward. I don't know, it feels rushed somehow. Like there was a lot of promise, a lot of build-up in the entire series, and at the end it was sort of like, yeah, you know what, he goes in the cabin and finishes the story. Show Mad Games Tycoon, maybe. that is a fun game. I played a little bit at the start. It looks like what Game Dev Tycoon should have been. But I'm thinking about maybe switching to Deus Ex. From business software, so there's a demand for the credits. I don't know, man. You might be surprised if you pull one of those marvels at the end of the credits. That's funny, Chop Talk. I didn't know that. Yeah, the game's Tycoon. I booted up quickly, tried to, made a company, tried to produce something, and the options, just to look at the options, that's all the stuff I wanted in Game Dev Tycoon. Exactly, Fub. You could use it if you sit through the credits. Serious though, this is some long credits. Here's a weird thing, by the way. So, company claims it. I get it. They're scared that somebody who only wants to see the storyline would just watch it on YouTube and not play it themselves, not buy it themselves. But then again, if you were that interested that you only want the storyline, I wouldn't play it anyway if I were just interested in the storyline. And this is sort of one of my motivations to say, you know what, I'm going to show all the credits here because then they can't complain, because I've shown all the credits. Anyone can see the stuff. For as long as it's taking for some reason. Let's see if there's anyone we might recognize in here. Don't think so. Didn't recognize anyone in at least. Nah. Not sure if you can finish your boss like that, unless he's swayed by a promise of a place in the credits. Lickavilli. Ha. So is this a Finnish company then? Never got the hang of Finnish pronunciation. It's supposed to be fairly clear, but it's tricky. Like, is it Riihijärvi? Hijärvi? Mike Wahlberg? Really? Wahlberg? Samuli Viikanen? Lickavilli, you'll be surprised. It is a Finnish company. I figured. It is a relaxed stream, isn't it, Joe? This is a challenging game where we read all the credits. Just gonna make sure to spend a lot of time looking at over 10 minutes of credits. This is an ASMR stream here. Children of the Elder God was performed by the old gods of Asgard, based on the story by Sam Lake. Have you ever played Max Payne? I have, one. I think I've played one, back when it came out. Don't really remember much except, ooh, bullet time. And there was a section I remember where you walk in the darkness on an invisible path in your house. In your kid's bedroom or something like that. That's about all I remember. This is great to Dinky Beer too. Hey, cheers, buddy. Cheers. Same company have done first Max Payne and Quantum Break. Oh. Huh. Didn't know that. Guys make Alan Wake made Max Payne? Or, well, other way around. Where the Asgard gods are new kids on the block, and the Vanir, the actually old gods, boom, up with the knowledge. Nice. Yeah, it didn't though. Alan Wake's journey through the night didn't continue in Alan Wake 2. Sorry guys, it's been in deadlock. No after credits? No? Nice. So yeah, apparently, they started developing Alan Wake 2 right after releasing this game. Never did anything. Never got anywhere. Remember that part and the baby is crying the whole time? Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, here's the thing I'm going to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Here's the thing I'm going to do. I have no idea. Give me a vote. Do we start Deus Ex 2 and play that for an hour and a half? Or do we do, as Vayner suggested, and play a little bit of Mad Games Tycoon? Completely new game. Haven't really played it, just started up and checked whether it worked. Play that for an hour and a half. It's not going to be a series, no. Sorry, not going to be very long. It's just going to be like a first look, first review thing. And do that for an hour and a half. And then save Deus Ex for tomorrow. As a Fallout 4 made you think of, I haven't played Fallout 4. Crash the stream again with the Mos Eisley thing. Hey, that's an option. Or crash the stream with the Mos Eisley thing. That's perfectly possible. What is this? Who's contacting me on Skype? That's weird. Perfect. Think it's better to start fresh tomorrow? Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking that as well. And plus, I know that Jexus has been looking forward to Deus Ex a whole lot. So, I know he'd be a little bit upset if I started Deus Ex right now. You know, since he's off like a traitor, watching Balance of Power. Not you. Okay, you know what? I'm going to very quickly, I'm going to stop the stream and start it right away. So we're going to drop out for a second. That's so I have a clear and consistent little video that I can then process and square away. Well, actually, I don't need to. I just need to wait for 2 minutes. Ha! That works just fine. Let me see. Yeah. I just need to wait a little bit. Wait, there's a poll available. Oh, straw poll. Hey, that's cool. Mad Games says, crash the stream or something else. Can you post a link which Remedy Sami Yarvi, head writer, tells about Alan Wake 2? It's on YouTube. Hey, I wonder if I need to do this. Huh, nice. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Post a link. So, Ikripi, can I assume that you are Finnish as well, given by the name? I want to see that straw poll. How do I get there? Open that URL. Ah, there we go. This was Tracy just going, baby, you okay? It's like, yeah, sure. I said, oh, he just didn't like the ending of the game, huh? Okay, let me see the results here. Wow, 75% crash the stream. Really? You are nice. I know. Oh God, I think I know 3 words in Finnish. One being just mito, which is supposedly what, and 2 of the other ones are swear words. Okay. Just making sure. Let's give that a little refresh. We need to wait for 1 minute. Perfect. Oh, just a couple of seconds, and then we have